Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful.
Qul huwa Allahu-ahad.
Say, O Prophet, He is Allah, one and indivisible.
The concept of pure monotheism was foreign to almost all the people living in Arabia, be they pagans, Jews, or Christians. Pagans had coined deities apart from Allah and called the angels as Allah's daughters, while Christians divided Godhead in three persons and believed Jesus as Allah's son. Jews of Arabia believed Uzair as Allah's son. When the Holy Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, explained pure monotheism and invited people to worship Allah alone, many of them asked him to give full description of Allah Ta'ala. In answer to such questions, this surah was revealed, which removes all misconceptions about Allah, in brief, eloquent and impressive style that cannot be translated in any other language. Since it explains the doctrine of Tawhid, which is one of the three basic doctrines of Islam, this surah is given the title of one-third of the Holy Quran. Its recitation too carries the reward of the recitation of one-third of the Holy Quran. Say, He, Allah, whom we worship is one. The Quran expounds that Allah, the Lord and Creator of the universe, is one. The universe was created to manifest the eternal truth of His oneness. To Him belong all the perfect attributes. The Quran extols the transcendence of Allah beyond the remotest possibility of imitation or comparison. The word used here, ahad, instead of wahid, which is used all over the Quran, brings to light another dimension of the oneness of Allah, which is uniqueness. He is unique in every respect, without beginning and without end. There is nothing that can be compared with Him. The quality of His being is beyond the scope of human comprehension. Abu Bakr Siddiq said that, our comprehension of Allah is that He is incomprehensible.
Allahu assamad.
Allah, the sustainer needed by all. He is everlasting refuge, on whom all depend.
The word samad occurs in the Quran only once and is applied to Allah alone. The literal meaning of samad is the huge rock behind which shelter is taken from the enemy. As a divine attribute, it comprises the concept of primary cause and eternal independent being. In other words, everything existing or conceivable owes its origin to Him and is completely dependent on Him for its existence. He is only eternal self-subsisting reality. Everything other than Him is only contingently real. It exists because He wishes it to exist. Everyone's needs are fulfilled by Him. He has no needs. Everyone receives succor and help from Him. He needs none to help and assist Him.
Lam yalid wa lam yoolad.
He has never had offspring, nor was He born. He has no offspring, nor is He begotten.
This verse rejects all those doctrines that ascribe offspring to Allah, for instance a son Isa, or daughters the angels, as believed by pagan Arabs. He has no offspring is actually an assertion of the uniqueness of Allah. Offsprings necessarily bears the nature and attributes of its parent, whereas nothing other than Allah bears the remotest resemblance to Him. Nor is He begotten, condemns all fallacies which speculate that God must have had a creator. His being is eternal, without a cause, and without a beginning. To say that Allah reproduces and is reproduced is a heinous crime, because it means lowering the Creator to the level of the beasts. Any attempt to create relationships for Him is a blasphemous denial of His oneness and uniqueness.
وَلَمْ يَكُن lahu kufuwan ahad.
And there is none comparable to Him, nor is there anyone who is His equal.
This disposes of the Zoroastrian doctrine that good and evil live in the universe are controlled by two more or less equal, opposed beings. It is also a refutation of the curious Christian defense of the Trinity that the Son and the Holy Ghost are co-sharers with the Father in what they call a three-person God.